game. Please make welcome our special guest tonight from the Collingwood Footy Club, one of the stars of the competition, Travis Cloke, everybody.
Trav, just very quickly, I think Buddy might have wrapped up the Coleman today. You okay with that?
Yeah, I'm more than happy with that. I'm amazed I'm actually kicking straight, which is good. So.
You are amazingly straight.
I don't know about amazing, but they're going straight.
Well, they were pure last night. I mean, you were kicking the ball. It was pure off the boot last night. 3 or 4 of them were just...
A few went nicely, but obviously that 10 to 15 metre range seems to get me every time.
Yeah, I can kick from there. I'm good from that angle.
I'm going to be tipped up here.
Sub-Hughes in to take those shots.
Just in case you missed the footy last night over at Subiaco Oval, Collingwood went over to play Fremantle. Last roll of the dice for the Dockers. The script for this one was written pretty early on in the piece, Sammy.
It was, over well before half-time. Now, we're focusing on Dane Swan, who should be made, I think, an ambassador for Arizona, because this man went over there for about 2 weeks. He has come back, he's reacclimatised at home, and now he is playing on another level, Travis. He has had more than 30 touches in his last 10 matches.
Ridiculous. It's quite amazing. Like, we believe as a football club it works, but we had to twist his arm to get him over there again, and he's obviously reaping the rewards now. He played fantastic last night and has been since he's been back, so it's fantastic for the club and also for himself.
I think as a character in footy, he's a bit of a divider. You know, he sort of seems so casual, and he made those sort of silly tweets. I thought they were silly anyway. He thought they were a funny joke. But, you know, what's your sense of the guy?
Yeah, he's an unusual one, Swanee, but all in all, he's a fantastic person on and off the field. He's great to go out with, have a drink with, and also go for dinner, and also to play football. He kicks the ball to me every week, so I can't complain.
He's a brilliant footballer. He runs like a duck, there's no doubt about it, but he's casual, unbelievably casual. This was an injury time out last night. Let's have a look. We won't focus on that. Let's focus on the Collingwood players and what they're doing during this time. Everyone, look how relaxed Swan is. Lying down, high five from O'Brien. It's like he's going to go to sleep, and then Thomas comes over to try to help him out to pretend that he's actually stretching. Yeah. Then Thomas just gives up. Don't worry about it. He's really relaxed, isn't he?
I guess you got to be. You can't be switched on all the time. He just took a couple of minutes there to relax, and he came out and played really well after that.
You hear stories of some blokes being absolute pigs on the training track. They just train themselves into the ground. They just can't get enough of it. I don't imagine he'd be one of those, is he?
No, he actually is. Swanee's, once you get out there on the field, he goes hell for leather. That's it. There's no turning back. And obviously he doesn't look it. He likes to enjoy himself, have a bit of a laugh in the media when he gets asked the serious questions. But no, he's out there for the business end.
Obviously.
Yeah. Well, it was a commanding win in the end, and difficult to find a low point, but there is one, I've got to say. Dale Thomas is in trouble here. It looks like he'll go for rough conduct. All we need to know, and the match review panel will tell us on Monday, is whether this was a negligent or reckless act. That's what's going to determine whether he will miss 2 or 1 game. He's got carryover points already. If he gets 3 matches and then takes an early play, he'll only miss 2. But he could miss actually 4 weeks of football at the worst.
It'd be quite upsetting if he does miss that amount of football due to that incident. But obviously we've got to wait till Monday and see what happens. And it'll be disappointing.
The guy wasn't hurt. I mean, he really didn't. It was nothing, wasn't it?
Oh, you should get on his defence team. That was great.
I will admit, I just got a text message from Daisy before the game.
I couldn't wait to mention it. He could not wait to bring it up.
He wants someone to defend him. He's being roasted everywhere, he reckons.
Hey, it caps off a fairly awkward week for Collingwood all up. You've been in the papers on a daily basis, and I think it's fair to say, have the wheels finally fallen off at Collingwood?
No, we're still going along nicely.
Does it seem to you like that's what the press are gunning for? It feels like you're travelling so beautifully, you're marching towards a back-to-back finals, it doesn't seem to be derailing, and all of a sudden you're getting this stuff thrown at you on a daily basis in the papers and on talkback that's all about, seems to be about destabilising Collingwood as they move forward.
Yeah, I guess Collingwood sell newspapers, so it's a good thing for them. But we don't read too much into it. Obviously, it's all about the Mick and Bucks thing. But as players, we're more focused on what's to come in the next few weeks. And
you do sell papers, and they'll write anything about Collingwood. In fact, I've got a copy of tomorrow's Herald Sun here. It's about you. It's about Cloke's turtle sick with appendicitis. That's just a story that has to be told, I'm afraid. So there it is. Our Mick and Bucks. Are they getting on?
think. Very well.
They going all right?
Yes.
They like each other?
I think they do.
Give us something. Tell us something.
No,
do they hang out together?
I think they go for coffee here and there, but mix
Yeah, they do.
main boss. I reckon they do actually.
Never at the same venue.
Yeah, maybe.
Have you got any idea what sort of coach Bucks is going to be? Have you worked with him enough now to know that he's going to be? This is how he's going to be different from Mick.
Yeah, Mick. Bucks. I've worked pretty close with him last year, being the forwards coach, and he's very pedantic about his football. He lives and breathes it. So
he's pedantic.
He's going to be a very stressful coach to play under. I tell you, he knows what he wants, but
he's pedantic and he's going to be a stressful coach to play under. That sounds great.
He's a perfectionist, but he's going to get the best out of all of us. I think.
That sounds like fun.
It's a good answer.
Tom Young.
I think it's a good answer.
Tom Young debuted for you guys last week. Great to see him on board. This is what he had to say after his first game. He's pretty happy with it.
It's good they've showed a bit of faith and put me in round 21 now, round 22. I'm just happy to repay a bit of the faith.
All right, let's see what Mick thought about his game.
Tom Young in his first game, pretty impressive.
Really. Are you telling me he's impressive?
Okay in stages.